Hello there, Gemini, and welcome to your reading. Thanks for stopping by today and spending some time here with me. If you like what you see, please click on that thumbs up, leave a comment, and hit the subscribe button, and make sure notifications are turned on. Okay, Gemini, today's reading is about clarifying your perspective and or attitude about love, what it means to you, and what to do with your understanding of it. Whether you're single or involved with one or more people, you should be able to get some useful information out of this reading. Think of it as a check-in with yourself so you can, A, know if and when you're ready to start looking for love, B, are ready to deepen or release any relationships or involvements that you're currently in, or possibly C, just confirming that you're currently happy where you're at and there are no changes needed. That's always a possibility too. All right, so these first cards are about what you want out of love for yourself, what you want for love out of a relationship, or what you want in a lover or significant other. Okay, Spirit, tell me about what Gemini wants in love. We have new beginnings and going forward. All right, Gemini. You're ready to move on to something new, something fresh. Go forward, leave the past behind. Find new ways of interacting, relating, believing, seeing. I feel like you are just in a state of independence, of being fine on your own, of being complete and whole. You don't need someone else. And this, it feels like it's driven by maybe a difficult past relationship. It feels like it was a pretty current relationship, actually, that has ended or will be ending. Because you're just ready to start fresh. Like, I could see or feel like, even especially with going forward in this road, that you are ready to pack your stuff, start somewhere, a whole new state, a whole new country. Like, you're ready to just be wiped clean and start totally fresh. All right, let's go a little bit deeper here and let's find out what you've learned from love. Spirit, tell me about what Gemini has learned of love, about self, about past relationships, or any past issues, or just about relating in general. What has Gemini learned? Okay. Chivalry. Okay. And dating. Okay, yeah, you like to keep it light and fresh and not too deep. You like the romance, the chivalry part, where the charming, the new beginnings, the dating world where everything is new and exciting, and get to show your skills of romance, or of being a protective person, or a provider, or, you know, someone who opens doors for someone else, or willing to do things that someone else isn't willing to do for you, or, you know, that kind of thing. Or you are willing to do things for the admiration that you get. The fun, light side of love. This is where you're at. This is what you've learned about. This is, it's like you've got dating down. I think the next steps, like commitment, I think that's where maybe some challenges come up, but we'll find that out in a minute. So your chivalrousness is very attractive. You can date whoever, whenever. I think you're just a very attractive person. You know this. You use this. You keep it light and fresh and fun, and you like the newness. All right, let's find out what you've yet to learn. Spirit, show me or tell me about what Gemini has yet to learn about themselves, about relationships. What does Gemini need to focus on in love? Prosperity. The frequency of prosperity supports our feeling of well-being by allowing the inclusion of everything that makes our body, mind, heart, soul, and spirit sing. It invites us to express ourselves in joy and celebration of the abundance and riches that the universe provides. Okay. And discernment. It says, the frequency of discernment supports our ability to view the world and the people around us from a place of inner balance and detachment, yet with compassion and wisdom. Okay. All right. There's a sense that for some reason, through relationships is where you think you can prosper, and that's where you get prosperity. But I think what Spirit is actually trying to say here is you need to make your own prosperity. And if someone, it's like, if there isn't someone that's attracted to you at some point, you're not doing enough, or there's something missing, or you're not getting that thing that you get from people appreciating you, admiring you. It's like that's what keeps you going. That's what helps you feel prosperous. And when stuff like that isn't happening, then worry starts, or fretting can set in. And then because you don't have that inner balance and discernment between self-prosperity and admiration from others to feel worthy or prosperous or able to get things done, that's where confusion, I think, sets in. And that's where, so I think, like, you get to a point where, okay, I'm done now. My social, your social circle, the people who are attracted to you, you dated them or whatever, and it's worn off, and now there's like, you have to go seek new people to fill you up, to fill your cup, to fill your sense of self-worth. And so you're always looking for that new beginning. You're always looking for that new person. You're always going forward. And sitting in your own self is difficult for you, is kind of scary for you. It's hard to, I think, sit still. It's hard to probably meditate, go within, find out what's really going on inside instead of just jumping and running to new things, always going to the new thing, the newest thing, the next new thing. But what you want to do is where this discernment is, ability to view the world and people around us from a place of inner balance and detachment, yet with compassion and wisdom. So this is what you have yet to learn. And you're on the path. Like I said, it's like you keep going forward, keep running. At some point, you won't be able to run. Or at some point, you won't be able to just pack your bags and leave. There's going to be a point where you're going to have to face some things, or you're going to have to just deal with, in a sense, the word that came to mind was mediocrity, where you don't necessarily have someone chasing after you. You don't have someone necessarily admiring you and being okay in that place and knowing that you're still worthy, you're still good enough. You can accomplish the things that you want to. You can be prosperous for yourself. You don't have to have someone always admiring you or someone to admire. Sometimes it's just you admiring someone else. That kind of keeps you busy, keeps your mind busy, keeps you from facing some of the things that you don't want to face about yourself or about relationships or about love. All right, so let's move on to, I think this goes right into your biggest hang-up or your false belief. Spirit, tell me about Gemini's biggest hang-up or false belief about love. Tell me about what they can't get over or understand, or what's being overlooked, or what's holding them back. Tell me about Gemini's biggest hang-up, Spirit. Spend quality time together. It says, listen and talk to each other. And forgiveness. Nothing is gained by holding on to past disappointments. Okay. All right, so I think this is helping to see why you are the way you are. You've had a past relationship and you haven't been able to forgive yourself, forgive the other person. And spending quality time with someone and listening, actually listening and talking with someone and forming a deeper bond scares the crap out of you. And you don't get it, you don't understand because you like to keep it light, fun, new, fresh, just, dating. And I feel like if things start progressing and somebody wants a little more, that's when you're ready to say, okay, I'm ready for something else. You're ready to move forward. You're ready for another beginning or another person to stay in that fun, fresh, new state versus moving along the path in a relationship and moving closer, more emotional bonding, more connecting time, more quality time together, actually doing things that you both love and talking about it, expressing how you feel and all those sorts of things. And that's just your biggest hang up. And this idea that that'll lead to ruin, I think, is because of a past relationship and the forgiveness. And there's anger, I think, but what I don't think you realize is forgiving yourself for the choices you made, and how this past relationship played out for you. But holding on to that keeps you from being able to enjoy now and either a current relationship or a current dating person right now, or the next one that's coming up. That will keep you in that space of light, airy, fun, whimsical, fling type of romance. All right, Spirit. Tell me about how Gemini feels in their current or next connection. How do they feel in that relationship? Okay. There's two. I want one more. Okay, so we have retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. So, okay, new beginnings going forward. Yep. Pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. All right. And release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. Okay. I think that has to do with this forgiveness. It's time to let it go. You want to live this life to the fullest that you can. And by continuing the pattern that you have been in, you won't get to that point that you want to be. It is time to let go of what happened, let go of the ex. Maybe you're still hanging on, hoping for that person to come back or will take you back, or you can take them back. I don't see it that way, but it could be something along those lines. But it is time to retreat from the world. It is time to go in and look at yourself and look at your patterns and figure out what it is you need to forgive. If you don't know already, if you've been dodging all of that, forgiving what happened between you and your ex, forgiving the choices that were made by both you and the other person. And there's red flags going off around you, either reminding you of these things or showing you how this current state of jumping from one person to the next person, the next person, the next person is not healthy for you. There are signs all around, whether you want to acknowledge them or not. And Spirit is saying they are there and to pay attention. And by retreating, you're going to be able to pay attention to those red flags better. And by forgiving and releasing your ex, you'll see them too. All right, let's get some final messages for Gemini Spirit about love. Last bit of advice, last message. All right, one fell. I'm going to have to go get it. All right, Gemini, I apologize about that. My hair got caught up in the stand of the camera. All right, so this is the artwork of the first one, and it says, life is a series of constantly shifting cycles. When we resist change, we resist the natural flow of life and create unnecessary stress. Go with the flow. You will be surprised where it leads. Okay. And that's the artwork of the second one here. And it says, manifesting miracles. Your dream is soon to become reality. Trust your heart and continue to follow its guidance. Okay. So with that, I think what you're resisting is yourself, and then the forgiveness and the releasing of your ex. This is part of the natural flow, and it's creating unnecessary stress, and it's creating the cycle that you're in of just going through people, right? And just this relationship, the next relationship, to the next one, that sort of thing. So Spirit is saying it's time to definitely go within, pay attention, and work with or focus on yourself. Focus on what you really want. Focus on letting go of past hurts. Focus on the forgiveness and having compassion and wisdom, and seeing people around you from that point of inner balance and detachment. And start. So there's a sense of feeling more at home with yourself and who you are and what you're doing and how you're living life. And when that happens, you can manifest the miracles. And So it's almost like there's a secret dream of yours to be like Prince Charming, but to actually, I think you really do actually want a real, sustainable, loving relationship, which is why you keep dating, which is why you keep meeting new people, which is why you keep trying to have relationships, but then you like hit to this point where you start spending quality time, and then things switch in your head, and it's like, nope, what happened before with my ex is going to happen again, so I need to cut this off and move on, move forward, start over again. But that doesn't always have to be that way, and you can learn to move beyond that. Trust your heart and continue to follow that guidance, okay? All right, Gemini, I believe that's all the messages I have for you. Please remember to like, comment, share, subscribe. Let me know what you think. And may the cosmos bless you with love and light. Namaste.